friends, it's 𝐒𝐿 coming to you from the Heartfelt Creations crafting room. It's great to be back with you. If you and I have not met, welcome. Today I'm going to share some of my top tips to creating these itty bitty blossoms that are perfect for any card or scrapbook page that you might be putting together. So this is the one that we will be creating together today. We'll be learning how to put this together the quick and easy way and how to create these itty bitty blooms with some glitter and some fun coloring techniques. So join me here in the back and we'll have some fun learning these techniques. Now, what I love about the techniques on this card is that you're going to be able to utilize this for any occasion. So you could even do this for Christmas. Hey, say if you haven't made your Christmas cards yet. So with this, we are going to start by showing you how to create the florals, and then we will get started by creating the card base and finish that up. So I'm going to be using the Perfect Posies. With this one, you have 4 different sizes of flowers plus the leaves. This is the coordinating die that cuts this out. Now what's unique about this flower is with this sizing, you're going to be able to not only make all those little bitty flowers that you can use on your scrapbook pages, your altered albums, but also those cards and just use them as accent fillers. What I love about these is they cluster together beautifully by themselves as well. So to get started, I stamped this one in Cactus Flower. Now, you'll see that a lot of these flowers I have here are different color combinations. So this is like stamped in a dark burgundy with colored in vibrant fuchsia. This one is with a cactus flower, colored with cactus flower and a majestic violet. So lots of fun color combinations. So today we're going to use a little bit of vibrant fuchsia and cactus flower together for this one. So we'll start by just coloring kind of the base. And what I love about this is how the 2 tones really pick and make this a very vibrant flower. Super quick and easy. Now, if you can just imagine like turning this into a red or a gold flower, it would make beautiful accents for your Christmas cards if you're still wanting to create little itty bitty blooms that would work well with your poinsettias. So with this, let me know, have you created flowers like this? Have you thought, oh, I like those, but I could never make them? This is just a quick and easy way to make these very easily. Now, what makes this come together is the shaping mold. We have a shaping mold called the 3D Perfect Posies shaping mold. This one has all the flowers and leaves in it, so it shapes it for you. So whether you are a new flower shaper or you are an advanced one, it saves you time and it makes that your flowers come out the same and very beautifully each and every time. I like to mist a little bit on the back, and if you haven't used our stamps and dies yet, I like to stamp our flowers on our deluxe flower shaping paper, so that's really stiff, holds its shape, and comes out beautifully every single time. So with this, now when you go to the Heartfelt Creations website, you can go to heartfeltcreations.us and just type in posies in the search box. That will bring this up very quickly. Or you can also go to the shop section, click on limited edition, and you'll see these. Right now we have the Perfect Posies in a bundle where you get the die, the stamp, and the shaping mold, and that is over 50% off. There is a 10% savings figured into it, and then you get an additional 50%, which is an amazing savings. So if you've ever thought about using these, this is your time to get it. Now, the great thing about it is you can take advantage of that savings. However, once those items are out of stock, they will be gone forever since it's in limited edition. While you're in the limited edition section, make sure to check out all the other items that are in there. Those items are up to 50% off, and once those are gone, they will be gone forever. So here, in just a matter of seconds, you have all these flowers shaped and they're ready for your cards. So with this one, you have a couple different ways you can go from here. I'm going to finish out the one I colored, and we'll show you how you can do this very quickly and easily. Now, you could add just some prills, that's spelled P-R-I-L-L, which has lots of little sizes, different sizes of beads. We have those on the website, and it's perfect for flower centers, especially if you're wanting something with less dimension, something for cards that you mail, or for those flowers that you use in your scrapbook layouts. So with this one, I'm going to make it a little bit more dimensional so you can see how to take it to the next level. I just pierced a hole in the center, and then I'm going to add a beaded stamen down the center. So with this, once that is going through, I'll just add a little bit of hot glue at the tip, and that will just add a little bit of glue, so when this comes down you can just bond this together and you have that flower very quickly and easily. How beautiful is that? So just in a matter of minutes you have a flower that looks stunning, elegant, and you can create no matter if you're a beginning crafter or an advanced crafter. With this, your next step is going to be to glitter it. So what you can do is you can just go ahead and use your dry as clear glue. Just add a dollop of that glue onto a yellow sponge and just go over the top of the flower. This is if you want kind of what I call an encrusted glittery flower that just sparkles and shimmers. Glitter makes everything better, right? So I love to use, let me pull out my glitter real quick. I love to use a glitter called Crystal Clear. It is a very chunky, shimmery. It really makes it look very elegant, very deluxe. So I'll just dip my flower in there. And do you see how that just shimmers and glitters, how that camera just catches that? I love how that turns out. So that again is the Crystal Clear. So when you're shopping on the website, don't forget to pop that in your basket. And if you are looking for a wet adhesive that you love for not only paper gluing, but for adding intricate dyes and for glitter, type in dry as clear glue and the fine metal tip. This is what I use for most of my gluing, and it's industrial strength, so once it's on, it won't leave. So once you've made the flowers, you've got the leaves, here's some of the little teeny tiny flowers. Those are all ready to go onto our card. This makes it super easy to pull together a card for any occasion very quickly. So this, I really went into creating some fun, kind of more spring-like colors. You could do a congratulations, happy birthday on your special day, all that fun stuff. So we're going to transition, color the balloons, and then we'll go into the card base. So the balloons come from a little bit of a different stamp set. I forgot to get that one in. So if you are wanting that, just leave it in the comments or just type in Perfect Posies, PURR-FECT, and that will come in. But it's a little kitty on a balloon, which is this one right here. And that's the one I'm using. Now this one comes in, had released with a set with kitties in it, so you'll see a lot of kitties come up with that. So with this one, we're going to just color the balloon around the edges. I stamped the balloon with Vibrant Fuchsia archival ink and with the Majestic Violet. So we're coloring it in with Vibrant Fuchsia, and then we're coloring it in with a second color of Cactus Flower. You could also color it in with Majestic Violet if you wanted to, but I wanted to have a little bit lighter purple on that actual balloon. So this just gives it a fun coloring. So that is all we need to do to color the rest of the images. So for the background, what I did is I cut 2 of this die. Now this die is also limited edition, up to 50% off in all of our limited edition items. This is the Regal Borders and Pockets. It has lots of different ways you can cut and layer this, but I love how this could be used on a slimline card if you wanted to. It can actually be cut out many different ways. You could also detach this die, but I wanted to show you how you can cut it out. So you can cut your card base to whatever size you want. Just make sure that it's wide enough for the die. So if you wanted to just go ahead and just cut like this part out, you will not use this bottom. If you'd put these 2 pieces on, it would cut out the top and bottom and release it like you see for this die. But for this card, I wanted to have a top and a bottom. Now just keep in mind, if you don't want to do a top and bottom, you would just do one side, and it kind of gives that decorative envelope flap type of look. So you just tape this down, you'll run that through your machine, and that will just cut that out for you. So I'm just going to pull this into the machine, and while that's going through, we're going to take a look at some more cards that were done with this, with these stamps and dies. So tell me what you are loving about this. I'm just putting this in real quick. So with these flowers, I think you'll find that they come together very quickly and easily. This is how it looks on vellum with some frills. So that is very beautiful for those cards that you want to mail. Here it was layered with a diamond and just using decorative papers from the Perfect Posy paper collection. The Perfect Posy paper collection is maybe something you'd want to check out as well. That one's on our retire list, up to 50% off. That one is really pretty too. So just like that, you have that all cut out, and that is ready. You could flip this around. You could do the other side if you wanted to, or you could create a slimline card and just do the one side. So for that one, if you do both sides, It will look like this once it's all cut out, so you'll just go ahead and trim off the side. So you'll cut off both of those. You can even pop this closer together to have a beautiful decorative shell-like piece that is double. So that is a really fun way to use that. So all of the dies within the regal border and pocket set come together very beautifully like that. So you will go ahead and you could sponge around the edges if you wanted to, like I did here. That's totally up to you. Just stamp your sentiment on your special day. So I'll go ahead and do that. I had mine, let's make sure we have it right side up. I always like to make sure I have plenty of ink because we don't want to stamp on something and it's like, oh my goodness, my sentiment didn't turn out. You could always do a sentiment tag on there too if you're not confident in stamping sentiments directly to your paper. After this, you're ready to start layering. You can go ahead and just add your little balloons. I kind of had those off to the side a little bit, and we'll just kind of pull those up so they have a little bit of dimension. You can go ahead and 3D this to your card base if you wanted to. I'm just going to glue this on with my hot glue just for the sake of time today. But I would personally, if I would be doing this at home, I would go ahead, ink those edges, add some glitter, sparkle, and add that to your card. Now when you go to cluster these together, you can do it a couple different ways. I'm going to start out with a little bit larger flower than I did on some of the card that I had shown you. But you can just go ahead with this, and then you can start adding your leaves. These leaves can be kind of trimmed down too if you wanted to. So you can really add as much or as little as you want. So tell me what you're loving about this. Tell me what you would see yourself creating with the Perfect Posies. And just remember, you can save 50% on these. The Perfect Posies stamp die and the shaping mold are in a bundle where you can get it all together, and it's actually a little bit more than a 50% savings, which is incredible. But these are limited edition, so they're only available while supplies last. Once those are gone, they are gone forever, and those will no longer be available, and that's because we're making room for more stamps and dies for 2021. So there you've got those two little baby flowers. Love how that turns out. I might tuck in. This one's not done in the center yet, but I might just go ahead and tuck in this. Don't be afraid to mix and match lots of different colors. So you could just keep it really simple and do this at clip down some of your leaf tips. If you want just a smaller leaf in there, you just want to kind of have the illusion that there's a leaf in there. Sometimes I'll do that just to kind of finish it off. So you can always add that. You might want to add another leaf on the other side. So this one I'm doing a little bit less of a leaf and a little bit less of a flower cluster. You could clip from these little teeny tiny ones, add those in, and you have this beautiful one-of-a-kind card that you can give to a friend for any occasion. You could add crystal lacquer with a little bit of glitter onto the balloons, and that will complete it. So with that, you can make those beautiful one-of-a-kind flowers that are perfect for any occasion. Before I go, I wanted to show you just a couple more samples of different color combinations and different clusters of how those were used. This one is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card. Here's another one that is just really beautiful paired with a decorative die. Love how that comes out. And again, if you don't have these yet, you can get yours ordered right away at heartfeltcreations.us. Click on the shop link, go to limited editions, and you'll see all of the Perfect Posy stamps, dies, and the regal border that I demoed today. Thank you so much for being part of the Heartfelt Creations crafting family, for watching today. We'll see you next time. Bye.